Alright, we should be good. Hello, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching. I hope you're doing well. We're gonna be talking today. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Just kidding. Y'all like my pencil case? I recently got it. It's really nice. I needed another one. I do have this one right here, but it has everything. Well, it has pencils, but it has a lot of my pens, and I got some markers. Got some of these things that I really don't ever use. This is really cool. I like it to ink. I don't do a lot of inking, at least not physical, traditional paper. I have this on because I am more of a digital artist, and I like to draw digitally better, or more often. But yeah, back to this pencil case. I like the color. I got it because I needed more pencils, because I went to go buy more pencils specifically for YouTube videos, because I figured they make better sounds. I was looking for some that made really nice sounds, as well as ones that were going to show up dark enough into the videos. Like these H's right here, they work well, but I feel like they don't show up as well as, say, a B or a 2B. But I don't go darker than 2B because the lead is too soft, and then I'll go through too many pencils. And H is nice because the lead is sharp and it scratches really nicely against the paper, as well as not losing its tip very quickly. Anyways, let's draw, right? We're here to draw. I'm not going over my pencils or anything like that. I'm just a little nervous. And also, I really like drinking coffee. Anybody wants to donate some coffee to me? I record all my videos really early in the morning, around like 5 or 6. Coffee is so tasty. Working with a Faber-Castell B pencil, and then it says like Castell 9000. I don't know if that matters, but it's a Faber-Castell pencil. Just because I go to Michael's, and that's what they have there. Faber-Castell, as well as whatever these other pencils are. Artist Loft, the really economic pencils, to say. And then Stradler. Not too sure about those. Let's get to sketching, shall we? Starting with some legs and some perspective, starting off really easy. Perspective is always the easiest thing to do. Just kidding. You gotta draw them toes. Give me them toes, boy. Anybody ever watch Daquan when he used to stream Fortnite? He was cool. He was a lot of fun to watch for me. I don't play Fortnite anymore, but I still enjoy watching it from time to time. Like Ninja, I guess, somewhat, because he plays it now more, I suppose, as well as Cypher. They're really the only ones I watch. Nick, 3030, Let's see, gotta make sure I get these arms right. I really should work on detailing these hands. I always just draw little blobs as hands, and I'm like, alright, that works. That's fine, at least for these sketches, because I really don't need to detail these sketches too much, and I feel like hand, fingers, joints, they're all little details that I really don't need expression, these little quick ones. I think there's something under this piece of paper, because something is catching against the pencil right now. No? I wonder what that was. Not too sure. Good quick sketch. Alright. I hope your day is going well. Mine sure is. I recorded a video earlier this morning. It's already midday now, and I realized I'm like, oh wait, I need to record a video where I'm actually speaking, because there's been quite a few of you all that want me to speak, and here I am speaking. In this pose right here, she's actually holding her skirt. Can't see anything, so yeah, don't be like that. But yeah, she's holding her skirt a little bit right there, like so. And you see the other leg go this way. A lot of these reference photos, they get cut off, like right here. So have you ever seen any of my other videos where I don't draw the entire body? It's because these reference photos don't show the entire body, so I just draw what I see, and I call it quits there. Oh man, I just realized this arm right here is huge compared to the rest of the body. Like this thing, probably if she was standing straight up, it would go down to her knee joint. It is what it is. It's fine. Okay. So, I'm having fun talking, but I realized that I more than likely am drawing way slower than what I usually do when I don't talk. And we're supposed to be drawing quickly, eh? Also, I think I'm drawing more sloppy. I feel disoriented. I don't know if I need to be disoriented or not, but I definitely feel disoriented and I don't like it. Not one bit. When drawing fingers as well, since if you don't want to sketch them out like me, because you're lazy like me, the two middle fingers you can just bundle up into a larger square, and the two, or your index finger and your pinky finger, can be individuals, or I guess thinner fingers, right? Where's her other arm? Oh, that's weird. You don't see her right arm. Here's her left arm, but you don't see the right one. Huh. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I do enjoy, I do prefer to start with the torso, because from there I can usually tell the rest of the dimensions of the body, even if I'm looking at the pose from the picture. Sometimes I get them off, like right there, the booty. The booty's a little off. The legs are actually off. Everything feels off. It's alright. There's sketches. And the back of the knee. The butt. I just do that. Get rid of those lines already. Man, what's going on? I feel off. Easiest way to say it. It just, I don't know. My seat is also not as high as it usually is. But I told myself, I was like, oh, let's try it out. Let's see what happens. And maybe it's the seat, but I feel like I can sit closer. Actually, I hope you don't see the top of my head, because I'm leaning forward quite a bit now, more than I usually do as well. I'm not a big fan of, well, actually, I'm gonna stop right there. This is not a comment I should be making on YouTube. Anyways, any of y'all watching the World Cup? I am a big fan of soccer. Played it growing up. About, I want to say, 15, 20 years. I take, or give or take. The only reason I quit playing is I have a lot of ligament problems, I guess, now. I assume from soccer. Soccer, yes, I call it soccer. I know it's football as well. I grew up here in the United States, and so it kind of just got engraved in me. Soccer. But, yeah, big fan. I support the U.S. I want Argentina to win. I need Messi to win. He deserves a dub. It'd be really cool to see him play against Ronaldo. That'd be pretty sick. But we'll see. I heard one of the French players got injured like 2 days before the World Cup, and that's very unfortunate for him and the team. And apparently he was a really key player. Talking about player, pardon, I got Pokemon, and that is taking up a lot of my time right now, and I know it shouldn't be because I should be drawing, and well, it's still taking up my time. I know what my responsibilities are, and I'm ignoring them. Like after this video, I really want to play, but there's some sketches that I'm kind of behind on that I need to be working on for some reference sheets. Actually, I'm glad I brought that up. There's some of you out there that have been asking me about reference sheets and what I use and what poses and where I get these poses from, which I will say, some of these I do draw from imagination, whereas a lot of these I do use as reference, but there's some of these poses where they are incomplete, like I was saying in the images, where they're cut off like this, and I want to just complete the image myself just because it looks better on paper, and I will finish the body itself. But a lot of these are from reference just because I need to learn new poses, and I do not know every pose. If I did, I wouldn't be drawing these all the time. Well, I probably still would, but I don't. So I use plenty of references all the time, especially in these videos. And I told myself, since I'm using these references and there's other people that are asking me about using these references, I should probably make reference sheets so everyone doesn't have to go looking around the web like I do, and then they can just find one spot, and find all these poses, and maybe not all these poses, but find these poses to use to draw, to learn to draw, I guess you could say. Because these poses, since they're just sketches themselves, they're not the best quality, right? You can see that I have a lot of, what would you call it? Inaccuracies? Is that the word I'm looking for? There's a lot of, what's that word I'm looking for here? I'm not too sure what's the word, but the dimensions the proportions could be better, because they're not always exact proportions. Like right here, actually, I feel like her neck and head is a little off, but it's okay right now because it's just a sketch and I'm the one sketching. It's my practice, and I want you to practice with work that I've created. I need to make better sheets. I can't give you my practice sheets because then you're gonna learn how to sketch incorrectly proportional bodies like this. I mean, it looks fine because it was quick, but if I give it 2-3 minutes, I could give it proper dimensions. What I'm saying is, I'm making sheets that will have correct dimensions, and they'll be all the lines will be connected. As you can tell, my lines aren't always here connected, and they will have, man, what is the word I'm looking for? I'm not too sure. They'll look clean because they will be digital as well, so you'll be able to print them off from a printer, the regular printer size paper, if you want to have them physically, but they will be digital to begin with, and so it'll be your choice. If you just want to look from your phone at them, or if you want to look at them from a piece of paper. I size them to where it will print off just fine without any problems. I really feel like my proportions are off right now, and that's mainly just kind of talking, and my focus is a little off. It's alright, nobody worry about it. I can't worry about it. Okay. Back to Pokemon. For those that are interested in Pokemon. I really am enjoying the game. The open world aspect is amazing. For those playing and that will understand what is like what's going on in the game and whatnot, I haven't really left the beginning at all. I spent like a good 3 hours just going from when you meet pretty much, I guess, your rival. What is her name? Nemona. From meeting Nemona to actually getting to the school, I spent 3 hours just kind of wandering around looking in the little area that I guess you can look at before you have to get into the school grounds. And then from the school grounds, once I got in there, I realized that you could decorate yourself, which is really cool. And so I started changing up my attire. I really wish you could change your clothing, the actual like shirt and pants. Cause you look very dweeby. And I mean, it's not bad, but I'm not a big fan. But I guess it's school uniform, right? And so we gotta rock the school. There we go, boom. And so I did buy myself a pair of glasses because I wear glasses in real life. So I was like, make myself look like myself. Here we go. Cool. Does she? Yes, you do see the other arm. She is playing with flowers right here. Oh man. Okay, so this is weird because the fingers are bent in a way to where you only see the fingertips. You don't see the whole hand or the whole finger itself, and that's always weird to show off. Let me just put like a little few leaves or something to show that she's actually holding something. I just don't have the hand in a weird position like that. But yeah, Pokemon's great. I mean, I've just only put in like 5 hours so far, but it is a blast. I grew up playing Pokemon, and I think I will play it for the rest of my life as long as they keep making new games, especially now that they're open world games. They're really cool. Where are we at? 17 minutes? Okay, it's not too bad. I thought I was doing way worse, honestly. I was thinking I was gonna look up and it was gonna be like 25 minutes in already, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to stop like here in 2 minutes. One of my favorite things to do, I'm gonna say this now, but this looks terrible, is to draw the arch of the foot, because I usually do it very easily, but this thing right here, it looks hideous. And it probably doesn't represent of how much I actually enjoy drawing the arch of the foot. I do not have what you would call an attraction to the foot itself. It's just, they're just good curves, and they're fun curves to line out whenever you do it really quickly. Okay, hold on. I definitely screwed up the angles of this body, so I'm trying to readjust. And so, like right here, this leg is lower than what actually the reference photo is showing. And so now, from my knowledge of doing multiple poses constantly, I just adjusted the thigh to make it look appropriate, because the thigh is in a different place in the photo itself, and I wanted to make it look still somewhat realistic. I would show you the photo, but I've said this previously to other people that have commented, why don't I show my references? And that's solely because I don't own these images. They're not mine. I don't want to show off what doesn't belong to me. I do use them because they are just references. I'm not copying the entire image itself, just the person in the photo, because there's more to the photo, and they are good to use, right? And so, wow, 2 different size hands. I don't want to be taking credit for these photos are from the photographer because, right, I don't own the rights to these at all, and I don't want the original creator coming at me like, hey, take these videos down, you don't own these photos. And so that's why I will not post my references, and some of these references are not very PG friendly. Sorry, I had a drink of coffee. As you can tell from the poses themselves, and so you can only assume how they actually look in person because these are real people. Man, coffee is a delicious drink. What do I want to use here? I'll use my little baby one. I had this one for quite a while now. Let's move on back to this side right here. Okay, so sometimes I pause throughout the video and I'm just staring at the pose because I don't know from where I actually want to start the pose from, and it always kind of stumps me, and I always feel that I could be starting from the wrong place and it's gonna ruin the entire pose itself. I don't want that to happen, so then I have to stay still for a second and just analyze where the best starting spot would be. And then I realize, like, it kind of really doesn't matter. It's a sketch. It doesn't matter where I start. It's usually good to begin with the center of mass, whether it be the hips or the torso. That's usually my goal, but as you can tell with this one, I started with the arm itself. Just because it wasn't really in the way of anything, but it was in front of some of the chest. And so I was like, alright, well, let me start that way. Here we go. Then the foot is curling in, going back in like that. My perspective is definitely off. This foot is definitely closer to us, or it's supposed to be, but I failed. Boom. There we go. You don't see the hand. It's cut off. Like, I guess her hand went over the ledge right there. And her head is actually like that. Her shoulder's blocking some of her face. Okay. And then I want to use as much of the paper as I can. So there's some space that I could use right here, but I'm going to have to make her quite small. And it's alright. Not every image has to be big. And when you do work small, it's actually kind of nice. Because you don't really have to nitpick at your mistakes. Because it's small, right? So who's actually looking at the small images? No one really cares. Well, I care. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean. And since when you draw small, it's easier to keep your line straight because, I mean, you're only going so far, right? And then you're done drawing the shape. And it's easier to draw quickly that way. Let's see. Let me know if you'd rather have more videos with commentary than silent videos, silent like ASMR-esque videos. Because I don't mind talking, but I had the intention of making this account more of an ASMR channel itself. And there are a lot of people that do enjoy it, so I might do a little bit of both, just because I don't want to take away from the people that enjoy the quiet videos where I'm just sketching. She's on top of like a platform, and oh, it's a bed, and so she's kind of reaching over. But yeah, I don't want to take away from the ones that enjoy just the pencil scratching aspect of the videos. But then I know there are people that want to, I guess, listen to me talk, know about life, what's going on, you know, what we're doing good, not doing good, doing swell. Coffee is so great. Okay, so let's look at this one. This one's interesting because it is a picture of feet bent, legs bent. See, this is always interesting. I don't know where to start with these. And so I'm going to start with the toes. And it's always a challenge to draw toes right off the bat and make them look good, because the way of their shape and their bent and the way you're supposed to be looking at them and the way they're angled and the way the foot comes in and the heel and everything. You know, like I dragged this one up bad. Well, there's some like hard perspective going on right here. Okay, so let's see. I think it would help if I were to draw the toenail to show where the toe itself is facing. Right? Okay, well anyways. And there's one toe, there's two toes, and there goes three, and then the fourth one is kind of bent into the last toe. Like so. Whoa. And then the foot pad, and then another foot pad, and it goes down. You get a little bit of the ankle, and then ankle right there, and then goes down, but then kind of like turkey legs into the rest of the calf, because it's really foreshortened super bad, but I'm doing a pretty shabby job about it. Let's see, the arch isn't that bad. Ew. Oh god, what am I doing? What am I doing? You know, this is so bad. Okay, anyways, and that's the booty. And just shape that in. You know, don't want to get in trouble. A little bit in the back, and them shoulder blades. And then the arms are actually just going in like that. I don't know what kind of pose is going on right here. Let me just show this maneuver going on. There we are. That did not turn out too great, but that's what practice is for. My mouth is getting extremely dry. I think the caffeine is hitting me very quickly. Okay, so once again, here's an interesting one. And you know what? I'm going to draw this one as if I was still working like how I used to, which I still do, but I'm more comfortable just going straight into the shapes themselves. And so this lower box is the hip kind of region, this upper box is the torso region, and this really helps me map out where the joints would go and the rest of the body. Okay, so like her hand is resting on her face. It's kind of, well, not resting, but grabbing her face with the fingers, kind of just like, you know, plastered on there. Like that. Her, no, I just realized her, what would you say? Chin, please, is resting on her hand. Okay, so now you look at this hand, actually this head, sorry, is huge. It's huge for the rest of the body, as well as the neck is really sitting high up. So I'm gonna need to fix this. Shoulders are extremely low, like this is way too low. The neck would be all the way down here and the head's all the way up there. You see that? That's not right. So we're fixing it. And okay, so that needs to be bigger. It's gonna be bigger. There we go. Head now is extremely kind of small, which kind of blows. Man, I am doing this. Whew. It's practice. It's practice. There we go. A little squeeze going on right there. Squeeze. There we are. Yeah, this is not it, coach. I did not like that one at all. And I don't know, I've gotten comfortable drawing without more guidelines. And yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. Oh yeah, okay, we're doing great. Last one for the bid. I hope you've been enjoying your stay with me. It's been a pleasure of mine to have you here. Really great, fun experience we've been having, yes. I hope you enjoyed yourself with me. I definitely enjoyed speaking with you. Good just talking, you know. Yeah, living it up here on the internet with my pals. You know. This is back to the two middle fingers, this finger, and pinky. Pinky probably shouldn't be that big, but you know, it's a sketch. And look how easy and fluid it's almost as like a sketch as this, but I'm I just know proportions now, and it's just easier to go with the flow like this. And oh, okay, see, I messed it up right there. The legs don't really spread out that far, but you know, stuff kind of just happens. Okay, so back to the fingers. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but this pencil definitely draws way darker, and I love it for that reason. Okay, so I kind of did mess up the proportions a little bit. If you can't notice, that's great, but if you do notice, I'm sorry. But it's alright, you know? It works out at the end. The head looks a little small. The chest seems a bit high. Shoulders, really broad shoulders, if anything. Alright, that's fine. Ain't too terrible. Let's give her a tank like the rest of them. And some shorts. Alright, there we are. I forgot which pencils I used, but they're all great. I love all of them. Let's see. My favorite pose out of all of these would probably actually be one of my first ones. I enjoyed this one. This one was nice. I like how round and nice she looks. I mean, it's off. Like, these legs are terrible, but it's alright. This is nice. Her head is small, but she could be a really just tall woman. So the taller you are, the smaller your head's gonna look. The shorter you are, smaller you are, the larger your head's gonna look. This one turned out really good as well. A little chunky cankle. Hey, but everybody's made different, right? The least favorites, I don't like this one. I was trying to demonstrate how I used to go about my guidelines, but I'm not a fan. And then, yeah, actually these kind of two. This is alright. Like, I went more detailed with it, but yeah, you know. Anyways, I hope you did enjoy the video and enjoyed your time with me. I did enjoy my time making this video for you all. And I will make more. I definitely plan on making how-to videos as well, going through the stages of like this and making them into this or that, you know, getting your eyes adjusted to the proportions of how long this arm is supposed to be against the torso, how long the torso is supposed to be against the waist and the thigh and the lower leg, the foot itself, how you're supposed to bend naturally, and how your hips show the angles and whatnot. But that's gonna come later. Right now, I'm still getting adjusted to YouTube itself as well. Let me know what you think. If you liked it, if you disliked it, why did you dislike it? If you liked it, why did you like it? Any eh, commentary, any critiques are helpful. And thank you. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you already haven't, if you enjoy the content. And you have a good day. I will see you next time.